Go over to this section that is entitled Write Review, choose your desired topic, and with the help of the website that I'm about to share with you, you can redeem your $500 gift card. Hello guys, I'm the Top 4 and in today's video I'm going to show you how you can earn more than $500 in PayPal money really fast in only a few minutes of work. There are no limits to how much money you can generate using this method, and it will still be available in 2024. Now, I have made sure that everything I'm sharing today is completely beginner friendly, and I'm also going to show you a live demonstration of what I'm about to teach you. Everything we are doing today is also available worldwide, so you cannot make that excuse, and what is left for you to do is simply follow my instructions and take massive action. If that sounds cool to you, drop us a like, hit the subscribe button, and let's jump right into it. The first website I need you guys to connect to is called Copterra.com, but I have to make a quick disclaimer straight away. If you guys skip this video and connect to the website and take matters into your own hands, you might end up making a few dollars here and there, but you will definitely not take full advantage of this website's potential. And instead, I don't want you to leave any money on the table, and I'm going to show you step by step all you need to do. Now, once you're on this home page, what you need to do in order to get started if you don't already have an account is basically go over to the right hand side in the top corner and click on this blue button, and that will redirect you to this form where you can simply enter in your credentials, an email address, and a password, and that's all it takes in order to get started. And guys, you may not even know it, but your opinions are so important for advertisers out there that they are even willing to pay you for letting them know your sincere opinion, and that is precisely the purpose of the website. Basically, advertisers will contact them and they will pay them a certain amount of money in order to get some valuable reviews, and in turn Copterra will give you a share of their revenue. They are splitting the profits with you, and it is a win-win situation for both parts. And now, once you log into your account successfully, what you can do is go over to the top section here and click on this little button that is entitled Write a Review. That should be able to display popular software that you can review, but we are not going to focus on that today, and instead we are going to focus on something that's a little bit more profitable. So what I want you guys to do is basically type in Google Docs in here. Once you do that, simply hit the search button and let's see what happens, and that should be able to display a series of questions that you can answer in order to get rewarded. But guys, I'm going to show you the way that you can maximize your profits in here, and make sure you are not leaving anything out. You are not leaving any money on the table. First off, you would have to enter in your first name, last name, email address. Make sure it's a valid one because they might send you a confirmation link. Also the job title, but that is not mandatory. The organization name and industry, and don't be afraid if you're still a student, you can write something like self-employed, and that should do the job for you. Going over to the next section, they actually require you to enter a company size, but you can select myself only, and that will do the job. How long have you used this software? This is very important. You need to pick 2 or more errors because that will give you more chances of your review being accepted, and you will get rewarded for that. Now, how frequently do you use this software? You have to choose between daily, weekly, monthly, and other. I'm going to pick daily in my case. And what is your role in using this software? And here you can simply select the first option, click on next, and that should do the job. Moving over, they are going to require you to rate certain features of the product. Now, I'm sure most of you have used Google Docs before, but in case you haven't, you can also do some research on the web and make sure that you provide them with valuable answers, because that is really important if you want your review to get accepted. Now you can choose the overall quality. I'm going to pick maximum. Here is a views. I'll give it a 4 stars, and so on. I will leave that up to you, but also make sure to complete the optional ones because that might give you extra points. Now, Google Docs is for the most part free to use, but if you want to use certain features, you would have to pay like $6 or so I will pick inexpensive. And also, how likely is it that you would recommend Google Docs to a friend or colleague? Very likely. I'm going to hit next. And let's see the next series of questions. Now, this is the most important part because here is where you actually enter in your review your personal valuable opinion about this piece of software. Now guys, this might be a favorable case. Let's say that you have been using Google Docs and you really know what to write about it, but there might be some other pieces of software that you can review on the website and you don't really know much about them. What you can do is search for other people's reviews, and on Copterra.com they actually display lots of different reviews that might be very helpful for you. As you can see, they've got over 10,000 reviews on Google Sheets alone, and if we go over to our precise example here, they've got 23,000 different reviews on the subject of Google Docs. Now if you scroll down a little bit, you should be able to actually see real reviews that have been submitted by people from all over the world, and as you can see, they get quite in depth about certain features of the app or of the software that they are describing. Now you also have to make sure that your review is valuable for the advertisers, because otherwise it will not get accepted and you will end up earning 0 cents. The first thing you could do, the first approach you could have, is basically read through a part of these reviews and form your own opinion. And as you can see, there are just a few points that you would have to cover. First of all, it is your overall opinion about the product, then the pros that you have identified, and then also the cons. You can also choose to include the reasons for choosing Google Docs and the reason for switching to Google Docs. But guys, this might actually take too long to complete, and I don't want you to end up wasting any time. That is because Kopterra offers you hundreds or even thousands of opportunities, and you don't want to end up wasting too much time on a certain review. And I'm going to show you 2 ways that you can actually make this work really efficiently without having to put in too much time or effort. Now, the first thing you could do is basically copy certain parts of different people's reviews and merge them together. But you don't have to just copy and paste them. You can actually be creative and pay close attention to that, because if Capt finds out that you have been copying other people's reviews, they are not going to reward you a single cent for submitting your review, and instead you are going to end up wasting your time. But guys, I have actually put together a method that you can do this without spending more than a minute in the process, because as you know, we always like to keep things very simple here on the channel. Let's say that I have actually copied this particular paragraph from other people's reviews, and I want to rephrase it. I want to make it unique and original in order for it to get monetized. What you can do is basically copy that once again into your board and go over to this website. This is called spinbot.com, and at this point all you need to do is simply paste your text in here, and these guys in a matter of seconds are going to provide you with a new version of your text. Let's actually click on the go button and see what happens, and there you have it. In a matter of seconds, before you know it, they are going to provide you with a different version, a customized one that is unique and original. And what they have done is basically replace certain words with their synonyms. If we look closely, we can see that the first sentence was something like, overall Google Docs is still one of our top tools, especially with working remotely and distributed teams. And the new version is, by and large, Google Docs actually is one of our top devices, uniquely with working distantly and circulated groups. It basically conveys the same meaning, but this is original, and you can definitely use it in order to also get monetized for your review. And it shouldn't take more than 1 minute to do this. Now you can copy that into your clipboard, go back over to cop.com, and this was actually the overall, so you can paste it in here, add some other text, be creative about it, and once you're done with that, once you have completed all of these forms in here, you can click on submit, and that should do the job. And guys, that was just one example. Actually, take a look at this list that displays all of the different options that you would have on cop.com. It takes me several minutes to just scroll down until I finish this list. That means you have plenty of opportunities that you can definitely take advantage of in order to monetize your time on this website. And guys, we always try to provide you with valuable content, so I actually went ahead and typed in, is Kopterra legit on Google? And this came out. This is a review that someone left on Quora, and it says Kopterra is not a scam. Instead, it provides an honest and legit review from research and user reviews on software applications for businesses. And we are not just throwing figures around, and instead making $500 or even more than that on this website is completely achievable, because they will give you up to $10 per review. That means it will take a little bit more than 50 surveys or reviews, however you want to call them, in order to get all the way to $500. And guys, how would that feel, being able to get more than $500 on this precise website by completing some very simple surveys and reviews that will only take a few minutes of your time? I'm really interested to see how you would spend that money. Would you perhaps reinvest it in something else that is even more profitable? Because that might be a good idea, actually. Or would you simply save that money and go on a holiday? Leave your thoughts down there in the comment section, because we always read them, and that will pin the most creative comments. Whatever you choose to do, the most important thing is taking action, because that is the only way that you are going to generate any profits. And also, as you could see, this is available worldwide, and it doesn't require any expertise or previous experience. That's it for now, and I will see you next time.